Hey, you. Yeah, you. Watching this right now? Stop for a second. Take a deep breath. Feel that? That's you alive right here, right now. You're not here by accident. You didn't stumble onto this video because you were bored or scrolling aimlessly. No. Something inside you, something deep, maybe even a little restless, brought you here. Maybe it's a spark of hope. Maybe it's a whisper of frustration. Or maybe it's a fire in your chest screaming, I'm done living small. Whatever it is, hold on to it, because today we're walking the victory path together. And let me tell you something. Before we even start, you've already taken the first step by showing up. That's not nothing. That's everything. Look, I know life can feel like a heavyweight fight sometimes. You're in the ring, and it's round after round of punches, bills piling up, dreams slipping away, people doubting you, maybe even you doubting you. You ever feel like you're swinging, but you're not landing any hit? Like the world's got you pinned against the ropes, and you're just waiting for the bell to ring, so you can catch your breath. I get it. I've been there. We've all been there. Those moments when you look in the mirror and wonder, am I enough? Can I really do this? Those nights when you lie awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking about the life you want, the one you can feel in your bones, but it feels so far away, like it's locked behind a door you don't have the key to. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt alive? I mean, really alive. Not just going through the motions, not just checking boxes on a to-do list, but that moment when your heart was racing, your soul was on fire, and you knew you were chasing something bigger than yourself. Maybe it was a dream you had as a kid to start a business, to create something beautiful, to stand on a stage, to change the world in your own way. Or maybe it's something new, something that's been growing inside you, whispering, there's more to you than this. But then life happened, didn't it? The doubts crept in, the setbacks stacked up. People told you to be realistic, to play it safe, to settle, and maybe, just maybe, you started to believe them. But here's the truth, and I need you to hear this, because it's the kind of truth that can shake you awake. You are not your circumstances. Your bank account doesn't define you. Your past mistakes don't define you. The voices saying you can't don't define you. You are not the job you hate, the fear that keeps you up at night, or the pain that's weighing you down. You are bigger than all of that. You are a force, a spark, a dream waiting to explode into reality. And the only thing standing between you and that life you want, it's not money, it's not time, it's not even the people who don't believe in you. It's you. It's that moment when you decide whether to keep swinging or to throw in the towel. Let me tell you a story. Picture a kid growing up in a small town, Mount Vernon, New York. Not exactly the land of opportunity, right? This kid's got dreams, big ones. He wants to be somebody, to make his mark, to tell stories that move people. But life's not handing him a red carpet. His parents split when he's young. Money's tight. The streets around him are tough, pulling people down left and right. He's got every reason to give up, to say this is just how it is. But something inside him says, no, this isn't the end of my story. That kid, that's Denzel Washington. Yeah, the Denzel Washington. The man who went from that small town to lighting up screens, winning Oscars, and inspiring millions. But you know what? He didn't start with a golden ticket. He started with a choice to believe he could do it, even when the odds were stacked against him. And that's where you are right now, at a crossroads. One path leads to good enough, the safe, comfortable life, where you keep your head down, avoid the risks, and let your dreams gather dust. The other path, that's the victory path. It's not easy. It's not paved with gold. It's rocky. It's steep. And it's gonna test every ounce of your courage. But it's the path that leads to the life you were meant to live. The one where you wake up every day knowing you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You might be thinking, okay, but how? How do I even start? I've got bills to pay, responsibilities piling up, people depending on me. I don't have the time, the energy, the resources. I hear you, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Chasing your dreams isn't a fairy tale. It's not all sunshine and rainbow. It's late nights, early mornings, and moments when you feel like you're carrying the weight of the world. But let me ask you this, what's the cost of not starting? What's the price of staying stuck? Of waking up 10 years from now, looking back and wondering, what if I'd believed in myself just a little bit more? Denzel once said something that hit me like a lightning bolt. You have to grab moments when they happen. Dreams without goals are just dreams. and they ultimately fuel disappointment. Think about that. Dreams are beautiful, but they're not enough. You've got to turn them into goals, into steps, into action. You've got to grab those moments, the ones where you feel that spark, that hunger, and run with them. Because if you don't, they slip away. And every time you let one slip, it gets a little easier to let the next one go. Until one day you look up and realize you've settled for a life that's less than you deserve. So let's talk about the struggle, because I know it's real. Maybe you're out there fighting to keep your head above water. Maybe you're dealing with a job that drains you, a relationship that's breaking your heart, or a fear that's holding you hostage. Maybe you've been knocked down so many times you've lost count, and you're starting to wonder if it's even worth getting back up. I see you, I feel you, and I'm here to tell you, you are not alone. Every single person watching this has faced their own battles. We all have scars. We all have moments when we've wanted to quit. But the difference between those who stay down and those who rise, it's not luck, it's not talent, it's choice. Right now you're carrying something heavy. Maybe it's shame from a mistake you made. Maybe it's fear of failing again. Maybe it's the weight of other people's expectations. Or worse, their doubts. But here's the thing. Those weights, they're not chains, they're not anchors, they're every struggle, every setback, every tear you've shed. They're not signs you're weak, they're proof you're alive, you're fighting, you're still in the game. And every time you choose to keep going, you're turning that pain into power. You're forging something unbreakable inside you. Let's pause for a second. I want you to do something with me. Close your eyes just for a moment. Picture the life you want, not the life you think you should want, not the one other people say is realistic. The life that makes your heart race. Maybe it's standing on a stage, sharing your story with the world. Maybe it's building something with your hands, creating art, or leading a team to do something extraordinary. Maybe it's simpler, finding peace, loving fiercely, living on your own terms. See it, feel it, let it fill you up. That's not just a fantasy, that's your destination. And the only way to get there is to take the first step. Now I know what you're thinking, but what if I fail? What if I try and it all falls apart? Let me tell you something. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time you mess up, you grow. Denzel didn't become Denzel overnight. He auditioned. He got rejected. He doubted himself, but he kept going. He chose the victory path, even when it was hard, even when it hurt. And that's what I'm asking you to do right now. Not to have it all figured out, not to be perfect, just to choose to say, I'm worth it. My dreams are worth it. And no matter how many times I get knocked down, I'm getting back up. Here's a mindset shift for you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right time, the right resources, the right circumstances. The world isn't going to hand you a golden ticket. It's not going to roll out a red carpet and say, here's your chance. You have to make your chance. You have to decide that today is the day you start. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Because let me tell you a secret, you'll never feel ready. That's not how it works. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. As Nelson Mandela once said, it always seems impossible until it's done. Let that sink in. Impossible is just a word. It's a story we tell ourselves when we're scared, when we're tired, when we're overwhelmed. But every great thing you've ever admired, every achievement, every breakthrough, every victory, started with someone who looked at impossible and said, watch me. That's you. That's the fire inside you. That's the power you're carrying right now, even if you don't see it yet. So here's where we're at. You're not just watching a video. You're standing at the edge of something big, something life-changing. The victory path isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a commitment. It's a promise you make to yourself that no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many times you stumble, you're not giving up. You're not settling. You're not letting fear write the end of your story. You're here because you believe deep down that you can do. And I'm here to tell you, you're right. Let's take a breath together. In and out. Feel that? That's the moment. That's the spark. That's the beginning of your victory path. We're not done yet. Oh, we're just getting started. But right now, I want you to hold on to this feeling, this belief, this fire. Because in the next part, we're going to dig deeper. We're going to talk about how to silence those doubts, how to turn your pain into purpose, and how to take that first fearless step toward the life you were meant to live. You with me? Good. Let's keep going. All right, you're still here. That's not just a coincidence. That's a choice. You're choosing to stay in this moment, to keep walking this victory path with me. And let me tell you, that choice, it's already setting you apart. Most people would have clicked away by now. distracted by the noise of the world, the doubts in their head, or the comfort of staying still. But not you. You're here because you know there's something bigger waiting for you, something worth fighting for. So let's dive in, because this is where things get real. This is where we start tearing down the walls, holding you back, and building the mindset that's going to carry you forward. Let's talk about fear for a second. You know that feeling, right? That knot in your stomach when you think about taking a risk. That voice in your head whispering, what if you fail? What if you look stupid? What if you're not good enough? It's like a shadow that follows you everywhere, isn't it? And here's the thing. Fear doesn't just show up when you're about to do something big. It's there in the small moments too. When you want to speak up in a meeting but don't. When you think about reaching out to someone who could help you but you hesitate. When you dream about starting that business, writing that book, or chasing that crazy beautiful goal, but you stop yourself because what if it doesn't work out? I'm gonna let you in on a secret. Fear isn't your enemy. Yeah, you heard me right. Fear isn't the bad guy. It's not here to stop you. It's here to show you something. Think about it. Why do you feel fear? Because you care. Because whatever you're thinking about doing matters to you. If it didn't, you wouldn't be scared. You'd just shrug and move on. That fear you're feeling, it's a sign you're standing at the edge of something important, something that could change your life. So what if instead of running from it, you leaned into it? What if you looked that fear in the eye and said, I see you, I feel you, but you don't get to drive this car. Let me ask you something. What's the worst that could happen if you try? Really think about it. You fail? Okay, so what? You fall flat on your face and the world keeps spinning. You learn something. You get back up. You try again. But what's the alternative? Staying where you are, with that quiet ache in your chest, knowing you never even gave it a shot. Denzel Washington once said, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. Think about that. You can't take material things with you when you go, but you know what you can take? The knowledge that you lived, that you tried, that you gave everything you had to make your dreams real. That's what matters. That's what lasts. Now let's talk about those voices. The ones telling you you're not enough. Maybe it's someone in your life, someone you love, someone you respect, saying, be realistic, don't aim too high, don't rock the boat. Or maybe it's that inner critic, the one that's been with you for years, picking apart everything you do. You're too old, it says. You're too young. You don't have the experience. You don't have the money. You don't have the time. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Those voices aren't protecting you. They're paralyzing you. They're keeping you small, safe, and stuck. And you know what? You don't have to listen to them anymore. I want you to try something with me right now. Picture that voice, that doubt, that critic, that naysayer sitting in a chair across from you. Look at it. Really see it. Maybe it's got the face of someone who let you down. Maybe it's got your face. Now imagine standing up, walking over to that chair and saying, you don't get to control me anymore. You don't get to write my story. I'm taking the pen. Feel that. Feel the power in that moment. Because that's what this is about. Taking back your power. Deciding that you get to choose who you are and what you're capable of. Let's shift gears for a second. Let's talk about what's possible when you start believing in yourself. Not just saying the words, not just posting a motivational quote on social media, but really believing deep in your core. Picture this, you waking up every morning with a fire in your belly, knowing today is another chance to get closer to your dreams. You standing taller, speaking with confidence, taking risks, because you know that even if you fall, you're strong enough to get back up. You looking in the mirror and not seeing flaws or failures, but a warrior who's been through hell and is still standing. That's not a fantasy. That's not some far-off dream reserved for other people. That's you, right now. The only thing standing between you and that version of yourself is the story you're telling yourself. The story that says, I can't because, or I'll try when. Stop. Rewrite the story. Start saying, I can because I'm willing to try. Start saying, I'll figure it out because I'm tougher than my toughest days. Start saying, I'm not perfect, but I'm enough, because you are enough. You always have been. Let's get practical for a minute. Changing your mindset isn't just about big dramatic moments. It's about the small choices you make every day. It's about waking up and deciding, today I'm going to take one step toward my goal. Maybe that step is writing down your dream for the first time. Maybe it's Googling how to start that business you've been thinking of. Maybe it's telling someone you trust, hey, I'm going for this, and I need you to have my back. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be something. Because every step you take, no matter how small, is proof that you're moving, proof that you're not, proof that you're on the victory path. And here's the thing about those steps. They add up. You don't climb a mountain in one leap. You do it one step at a time. Each step makes you stronger, sharper, braver. Each step rewrites that old story of I can't into I. And before you know it, you're looking back, and you're not the same person anymore. You're someone who's faced fear and kept going. Someone who's taken hits and stayed in the fight. Someone who's turned their pain into purpose. Let's talk about pain for a second, because I know it's real. Maybe you're carrying something heavy right now. A loss, a betrayal, a failure that still stings. I'm not going to tell you to just get over it. That's not how it works. Pain doesn't disappear because someone tells you to be positive. But here's what I will tell you. Your pain is not your prison. It's your power. Every scar you carry is proof you've survived. Every tear you've shed is evidence you're still here, still fight. And every time you choose to keep going, you're turning that pain into something bigger, something that fuels you, shapes you, makes you unstoppable. Think about Denzel Washington again. You think he got to where he is without pain, without rejection, without moments when he wondered if he was good enough? Of course not. But he didn't let that pain define him. He used it. He channeled it into his craft, his drive, his legacy. And you can do the same. That struggle you're facing, it's not here to break you. It's here to build you. It's here to show you just how strong you are. As Maya Angelou once said, you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats, so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. So let's make a pact, you and me, right here, right now. Let's agree that we're done letting fear call the shots. We're done letting doubt write the script. We're done waiting for permission, for the right time, for someone else to believe in us. You don't need anyone else's approval to chase your dreams. You don't need a perfect plan or a perfect life. All you need is the courage to start, to say I'm scared but I'm doing it anyway, to say I don't have all the answers, but I'm gonna find them, to say this is my life and I'm gonna make it count. I want you to feel that energy building inside you, that spark turning into a flame. That's not just motivation, that's power. That's you stepping into who you were always meant to be. You're not just a dreamer, you're a doer. You're not just a survivor, you're a warrior. And this victory path, it's not just a path, it's your path. The one you were born to walk. The one that's gonna lead you to a life so big, so bold, so yours, that you'll look back and wonder why you ever doubted yourself. We're not done yet. Oh no, we're just getting warmed up. In the next part, we're gonna take this energy and turn it into action. We're gonna talk about what it means to be relentless, to chase your dreams with everything you've got, and to never, ever give up. But right now, I want you to hold on to this moment. Feel that fire, feel that belief. You're not just watching a video, you're starting a revolution in your own life. You ready to keep going? I know you are. Let's do this. All right, here we are. The final stretch, the moment where it all comes together. You've been with me through the doubts, the struggles, the mindset shifts. You felt that fire building inside you, haven't you? That spark we lit in the beginning. It's not just a spark anymore. It's a flame, a wildfire. And right now, we're gonna fan that flame into something unstoppable. This is the victory path, and you're not just walking it, you're charging down it. This is where you decide to stop dreaming and start doing. This is where you become the person you were always meant to be. So let's go, you and me, one last time. Let's finish this strong. Let's talk about courage. Not the kind you see in movies, where the hero charges into battle without a second thought. I'm talking about real courage. The kind that wakes you up in the morning when you're exhausted, when you've been knocked down, when every bone in your body wants to stay in bed, but you get up anyway. The kind that makes you send that email, make that call, take that leap, even when your hands are shaking and your heart's pounding. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about being scared and doing it anyway. It's about looking at that mountain in front of you, the one everyone says you can't climb, and saying, watch me. You know what's holding most people back? It's not a lack of talent. It's not a lack of opportunity. It's a lack of action. We get stuck in our heads, planning, overthinking, waiting for the perfect moment. But let me tell you something. There is no perfect moment. There's only now. Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need to start. You don't need more money, more time, or more approval. You need your heart, your hustle, your refusal to give up. That's what makes the difference. That's what turns dreams into reality. Think about Denzel Washington for a second. You think he sat around waiting for Hollywood to call? You think he waited for someone to hand him a script and say, here's your big break? No way. He worked, he hustled, he showed up to auditions, took small roles, faced rejection after rejection, and kept going. He didn't just dream about being a star, he acted like one, long before the world caught up. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Act like the person you want to be. Show up like you're already there. Because the moment you start moving, the universe starts moving with you. Let's get real for a minute. This path, this victory path, it's not a straight line. It's gonna twist, it's gonna turn, it's gonna throw obstacles in your way that make you want to scream. There will be days when you feel on top of the world, like nothing can stop you. And there will be days when you feel like you're crawling through mud, wondering if you're even making progress. But here's the secret. Every step forward counts. Every single one. Even the small ones. Even the ones that feel like they don't matter. Because every step is proof that you're still in the game. Every step is a declaration to the world and to yourself that you're not giving up. I want you to imagine something with me. Picture yourself a year from now. You've been taking action. You've been showing up day after day, even when it's hard. Maybe you've started that business you've been dreaming about. Maybe you've written the first chapter of that book. Maybe you've taken that scary step, moved to a new city, left a toxic situation, or stood up for what you believe in. Picture yourself standing there, looking back at the person you are today. What do you see? You see someone who didn't let fear win. Someone who didn't let doubt stop them. Someone who chose to fight for their dreams, no matter what. That's not just a vision, that's your future. But it starts with what you do today. Denzel said something that sticks with me. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. Let that sink in. Commitment gets you in the game, but consistency keeps you there. It's not about one big dramatic moment. It's about showing up every day, writing one page, making one call, taking one step. It's about refusing to let setbacks define you, refusing to let no be the end of your story. Because you know what? Every no is just a detour, not a dead end. Every rejection is just a redirection. Every failure is just a lesson in disguise. So let's talk about what it means to be relentless, to be the kind of person who doesn't just dream, but does. The kind of person who looks at a challenge and says, you're not bigger than. The kind of person who gets knocked down 7 times and gets up 8. That's who you are. That's who you're becoming. And let me tell you, the world needs that version of you. The world needs your passion, your ideas, your courage. Because when you step into your power, you don't just change your life, you change the lives of everyone around you. You inspire others to dream bigger, to fight harder, to believe in themselves. But here's the hard truth. Nobody's coming to save you. No one's gonna knock on your door with a magic wand and say, here's your dream life. You've gotta go get it. You've gotta fight for it. You've gotta be willing to sweat, to cry, to push through the moments when you feel like giving up. Because those moments, they're the ones that define you. They're the ones that separate the dreamers from the doers. And you, my friend, are a doer. Let's pause for a second. I want you to feel this. Close your eyes if you can, or just focus right here with me. Picture that dream again, the one we talked about at the start, the life you want, the person you want to be. Now imagine taking the first step toward it. Maybe it's signing up for that course. Maybe it's telling someone, maybe it's just writing down your goal and taping it to your mirror. Feel the weight of that moment. The fear, yes, but also the excitement, the power. That's you taking control of your story. That's you choosing the victory path. Now here's your challenge, your call to action. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. I want you to do one thing, one small, brave thing that moves you closer to your dream. It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be something. Write that first sentence. Make that first call. Take that first. And when you do, I want you to say to yourself, this is my victory path. This is my moment. And nothing is gonna stop me. Then come back here. Drop a comment below this video and tell me what you did. Tell me I took my first, because that's not just a comment. That's a declaration. That's you telling the world, I'm in. I'm all in. And here's my promise to you, that first step. It's gonna change you. It's gonna light something inside you that no one can put out. Because once you start, you realize something powerful. You're not just chasing a dream, you're building a legacy. You're creating a life that's yours, one choice at a time. And every time you choose to keep going, you're proving to yourself and to everyone watching that you're unstoppable. So let's make this real. Let's make it happen. You're not here by accident. You're here because you're ready. Ready to let go of the excuses. Ready to silence the doubts. Ready to step into the life you were born to live. The victory path isn't just a path. It's your path, and it's waiting for you to take it. So go, take that step. Be relentless. Be courageous. Be you. And when you look back, you're gonna see a trail of victories, big and small, that led you to a life you're proud of. If this hit you, if you feel that fire, don't let it fade. Subscribe to this channel. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Someone who's standing at their own crossroads. Drop a 100 in the comments to show you're part of the 1% who's not just watching, but doing. Let's build a community of warriors, of dreamers. Let's inspire each other to keep going, to keep fighting, to keep winning. The victory path is yours. Now go claim it.